The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, we are joined by Andrew Koening. He is the CEO of City Furniture, the only place to buy your furniture. It's amazing. Ray Lopez will be here to talk about some changes in this real estate market. It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Do IRS threats have you spinning out of control? You are not helpless. At Attorneys Justin Clark and Associates, our goal is to lower or even eliminate your IRS debt. Call me today or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
This is a special offer from IQ Power Solar.
Stop paying high electric bills with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. And now it's never been easier. IQ Power Solar can give you immediate electric bill relief right now when you go solar. IQ Power Solar will reimburse you for your very next electric bill. Plus, if you're a first responder, IQ Power Solar will pay your program payment for the rest of the year. Call 407-585-1018 now or visit iqpowersolar.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, renter, or even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room with my attorney advice throughout the way. Great show lined up. You will not want to miss a single second. I'm going to leave the phone number on the screen if you have any questions, 407-205-0400. If you want to start your house hunt, you want to find your dream home this weekend, Dallas Lehman is standing by to get you pre-approved so you can start that house hunt right now. 407-205-0400. I'm looking forward to this one, but first, the opening statement. The opening statement is brought to you by our good friends over at Home Uplink, really changing the way we find open houses. I love what these guys are doing. One of my favorite inventions in real estate ever. Gentlemen, tell me what you're doing. I have no doubt in my mind the best new product in real estate right now is Home Uplink, and I'm so happy to be joined by their very, very smart founders. I mean, this is a great product. Barrett and Zach are here. So tell me what Home Uplink can do for me. I'm sitting at home right now. I want to buy a house. What does Home Uplink do for me?
So basically what we do is we take all the data every single day and we consolidate it and give open houses to every single person across Florida. So if you're in search for an open house, all you have to do is type in Orlando, you type in Tampa, Miami, and it's going to come up with every single open house for that day only, give you the time, the date. It's going to give you who's hosting the open house, pictures, and how you can get in contact with those people.
There are plenty of websites you can go to where you can find out what houses are for sale. There is only one app, one website you can go to find out where we have open houses, all in one place.
Yeah, and every morning we scour to make sure that the properties that are on there are still live properties, because in today's market, it's hard to find property.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really one of the toughest things.
And it's not just for consumers. This helps real estate agents as well. This is a very good friend of real estate agents.
Yeah, what we want to do is we want to help real estate agents have an online presence for their open houses, because if they're going to do the work, they should get the benefit.
Yeah, totally agree. You do yourself a favor. Visit Home Uplink. Download the very convenient app. I'm so proud of you guys. I can't wait to watch this thing totally explode. The best new product in real estate, without a doubt, is Home Uplink.
Shop the weekend's hottest deals at City Furniture's Memorial Day weekend event, where you can find a velvet sectional for only $9.99 or a family-friendly dining table for $3.99 and a versatile queen bed for just $4.99. Because with up to $1,000 off doorbusters and thousands of in-stock styles, plus free premium delivery and 60-month special financing, we're making it easy so everyone can live like this.
The market is changing. The real estate market is definitely changing. I don't think it's quite as bad as you think it is yet. And also, I think Florida is very different than the rest of the country when it comes to the real estate market. I think that our real estate change is going to be a little bit after the rest of the country. What is going on though? The rates are up, yes. What is happening to the prices of houses, and what's happening to the competition? Do you still have to get in line behind 500 other offers when you go make an offer on a house? We're going to have Ray Lopez here, great friend of ours, to talk about market changes. Also, for the first time, the CEO of City Furniture is going to be here, because you buy a house, you walk in, it's empty. You have to buy furniture, and at that point, you've already spent a lot of money on rehab. You've spent a lot of money on the down payment. City Furniture is making it easy for you to get that house furnished. We're going to answer all of those questions, and we're going to do so by asking real questions. Every Saturday here on You Have Real Estate, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Welcome back, Ray Lopez. Ray, how are you, sir?
Fantastic, Justin. Thanks for having me.
You got it. And for the first time, the CEO of City Furniture, Andrew Koening, is here. Andrew, how are you, sir?
Really good, man.
Good.
Thanks
And I
for
know
having me.
you came in from South Florida to do the show with us. We really appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Let me start with you, because at the end of the day, buying a house is a dream. It really is a dream for people. And they walk in, everyone's holding their hand, the title company is helping them figure out what to sign. Once you get the key, you open that door, the house is empty. And that can be a little bit of a scary process for someone, maybe someone like me who's not exactly designer. I don't know how to design anything, you know? City Furniture, what a great organization. What do you guys do to help us really furnish these houses that we buy?
Yeah, so first off, we really work hard to have an enormously big selection of furniture, all different popular trends at all different price points. So essentially, we try to make that shopping experience as easy as possible. And if you want to engage one of our free designers, you can do that virtually. And we'll literally like map out your entire home. If you take the style quiz, if you give us some information, like fill out a survey, long story short, we can provide you mood boards for your entire home. So if you're not good at design, we can really execute that simply. And then obviously we got over $100 million worth of inventory in our warehouses in Florida that we're able to satisfy that next day or same day delivery.
3,300 employees, locations seemingly everywhere, but big company. We know that, but I don't think people understand what a family-oriented company you guys really are.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of our corporate values is family spirit. I'm second generation. My father and my uncle started the business, so we've been around for 51 years. Couldn't celebrate our 50th anniversary last year as a family, as a big company. We're actually doing that pretty soon here. So we work really, really hard to keep that family spirit alive, every single associate that we had. And I really credit our HR team. Just unbelievable job at hiring fantastic people that really care about each other, care about our customers, and care about our community.
I just spent $100,000 on a down payment or whatever. I rehabbed a kitchen. Those things do get expensive for people, and yet I still need to furnish the house. And maybe one of the most important parts of having a new house is having furniture that you like there. Are there financing type options when I come to City Furniture where if I don't have an extra 50 grand sitting around or whatever it's going to be?
Yeah, we have 60-month special financing, so we can get that big payment to small monthly payments over the 5 years. And we our family business came from humble beginnings and small little store, 400 or 500 square feet. So we've always been about value and trying to pass on value. So financing is one of those ways, but what we really, really work hard at is just making sure that the furniture itself is affordable, and try to pass on those beautiful styles, those inspirational products, but at prices that we can all afford, and financing definitely helps that out.
I've driven by your stores. They're huge and awesome, beautiful looking stores. To tell me that your dad and uncle started this thing in 400 or 500 square feet is pretty incredible. Where did they begin?
Fort Lauderdale, right on Dixie Highway over there, and just a couple of hippies in 1971 selling waterbeds. They built them, they sold them, they delivered them, and now we're South Florida's #1 furniture retailer. It's pretty cool.
How did that transition happen? I mean, how did we go from 400 square feet to this?
Yeah, it took a lot of hard work, and like I said, humble beginnings, saved every penny, and that's really core to our ethos to this day as a business. We're very careful with every investment we make. We know we want to grow our business very carefully. All the associates that work for us, we consider them family, so we're never going to over invest or over bet the ranch or you name it. We're going to be very careful, and that's one of the reasons why we've been able to get through the 2007-2008 recession, COVID. I'm really proud to say we actually grew substantially during that year, no layoffs, and we're very careful. We're prepared for the rainy day, which you have to be in the real estate market as well, right?
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. Andrew, sit tight here. I have a lot more to get to with you for sure. Ray Lopez is here, and you always have your pulse on the fingertips or whatever of the real estate market here locally. I always enjoy you coming in here. let's make no mistake. Last year at this time, we were at 2.6% interest rates or 2.3, something like that. Now we're 5.3. It always varies a little bit. We were talking before the show about that's going to have to impact this market, is it not, Ray?
Yeah, it's actually, and I always get people grilling me about the slowing market. So guys, when we talk about the slowing market, a year ago we were setting records. The last 2 years after the pandemic, we set records. And what I mean by records is in Orlando, a normal summer, we typically sell about 3,500 homes. And in the summer last year, we were selling over 4,000 homes. So, what happened with the pandemic, and people didn't understand this, and nobody realized this was going to happen, it super sped the market. So in 3 months, when we locked down for 2.5 months in Florida, what ended up happening in Orlando is those buyers that wanted to buy all got pushed into the rest of the year.
Sure.
So it really sucked our inventory down, and we went from 10,000 homes, that's normal, our inventory, we got down last month to 2,600 homes to sell. So we're 74% down in inventory, which just meant over the last year, 2 years, we've had a lot of buyer demand because everybody's moving down, and we also have nothing to sell. But the misnomer with that, Justin, and people don't understand that, is when you look at the houses hitting the market, last month we had 4,600 homes that hit the market. The problem is they sell so fast that when we take a snapshot of it, it only looks like we have 2,600 to sell, or we had 4,600 to sell. So ultimately, the market's moving, but because of the interest rates in the last month or so, we're actually, all of our numbers are down. Pending contracts, written contracts, closed sales, everything's down at least 10% year over year. So for me, it's more of getting back to normalcy than it is a bad market, because we are insulated because we're Florida, and both of us are lucky.
Yeah, I agree. And nationally, the inventory has gone from, I believe, 715,000 to 745. The inventory has actually increased a little bit nationally. But what you and I have talked about is, I don't know that in Florida we can necessarily go by national numbers. We are in our own little bubble here.
Yeah. We just have so many people moving here. I was in Albuquerque last week, and I was talking to family, and they all said, wow, it looks like Florida's becoming California. And what they meant was prices, right?
Yeah.
And I said, well, what's crazy about Orlando is our median price is only $370. And they said, really? I mean, it's about the same as it is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I said, that's why people are moving to Florida, because we're inexpensive, we have no state income tax, we have the weather, people want to be here. So ultimately, I think if things don't change, we could be like California in that one day we could be very, very expensive. But especially Orlando specifically, we are very affordable. In the top 50 metros, we're like number 38 as far as affordability, which is great.
That's right. And also, when you look at property taxes here, they're still lower than a lot of states. Again, like you said, no state income tax. There's a lot of we're near the beach, and the weather is great here. There's so many reasons to be here. And if you look at mortgage interest rates, the interest rates are the same whether you're in California or Connecticut or here, yet our median value is lower than the national average still, despite the increases we've seen over the last 2 years.
Exactly.
And now you brought a couple houses that you have for sale here as well. I'd like to check these out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's start on Yellowtail Place. Tell me about this one.
Yep, so Yellowtail is a house. It's about 2,900 square feet, built in '03. It's got all the upgrades. It's got the wood floors, it's got the granite countertops. It's in a cul-de-sac on conservation and pond. So as far as when this is on the market, when it hit the market, everything that looks good, smells good, is priced right, will go very, very fast. And this one definitely meets that criteria. It's in Oviedo, in a very nice neighborhood, sell itself.
And I know that it says pending, so don't feel badly at all, because everyone that comes in here with a listing, it's always pending now, because you're getting offers in a day. And but, unfortunately, things are falling through a little bit more than they used to prior to this craziness. So if you have any questions, you'd like to see this house or any houses with Ray, 407-205-0400. Now over to New Smyrna Beach. Tell me about this.
So we went out a couple months ago and we talked to this lady. She's a widow, and she's ready to get back. She wants to move near her son back up in Maryland, and she's got 10 acres. It's an older home, and she says, I know that in the past when I've sold houses with 10 acres, it's taken a while to sell. The good thing is she's in Florida and it's 2022.
Yeah.
When we listed this house, 3 days on the market, we have this couple that has horses. This one has an RV garage. So it checks a lot of boxes for people that have specific needs. You know, you can have your ATV, you can have anything you want. It's got a fully functional barn for horses. And we got it under contract in 3 days.
Unbelievable. 3 days.
Full price.
With all that full price offer. My goodness. She's very happy with you, I presume, huh?
She is once we close.
And at some point, though, she's going to have to pack up and move, and that's understandable. We understand when we sell a house, we have to move, and I think that's fascinating what you guys have done, Andrew, over at City Furnitures. You literally created a moving business as well.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, during 2020 COVID, we looked at our business model. We looked at what other value can we provide our customers, and essentially, I think the number is about 40% of our customers that are shopping in our stores are in some state of moving or about to move. And we said, what other service can we provide? Well, that seems like a really important one. And who wants two different deliveries? You know, two different delivery groups of gentlemen in your home. You know, it's a lot of hard work to coordinate. And you know, wouldn't it be nice if you bought your furniture and actually moved at the same time and, you know, execute it really well? And I'm real proud our team's, you know, hitting some amazing customer sat numbers. We're a trusted brand. So yeah, moving's a service we've been offering for a few months now. We're really proud of it, and we're going to continue to offer it.
And let's be honest, there are some good moving companies out there, but a lot of people I know, people that come in my law firm, have had a bad experience with their moving company, and I think having your trusted brand has got to be a benefit to you guys, but also to the person that's moving. How have the customers reacted?
Yeah, we're real proud of our team so far. It's almost like 99% customer sat.
Really?
And I've had to check the numbers. I'm like, I don't believe you, and they're really proud of what they've been able to accomplish. We're really just trying to continue to add as much value, service to our customers that we possibly can. So we're always asking them, what else can we provide? And like I said, I think you started the show. It's tough moving into a new house or buying a new house. It's stressful. It's expensive, and this is just one of those additional services we can provide. We're real proud of offering it.
I know it's been hard for some companies to actually even deliver the furniture because of everything that's going on. How are you guys recovering from the struggles of getting the stuff there, the product?
Yeah, so you know, 2020 was a year of getting through COVID, and you know everybody remembers March, April, May, that summer. Then I would say, you know, May, June, July, business started to really just pick up. Everybody was staying at home. You know, I think everybody saw a little light at the end of the tunnel, that the economy was going to turn around, and an enormous amount of demand of furniture was needed across the world, across the U.S. And so since then, we've had really unbelievable growth. And so you definitely had challenges working with our supply chain around the world with growth rates of, you know, north of 50%. And that's really hard for any supplier in any industry to build get the raw materials, plan, forecast, and be able to supply your customers. So I'm beyond proud of our supply chain team and how hard they worked with our suppliers all across the world. The demand is just, like you said, it's just unprecedented. So we've done a great job. You know, usually we're about 92% in stock going into a weekend pre-COVID. Now we're still in like the 75% range. Our customers aren't used to it. We're all kind of getting used to this new reality of not having everything in stock and having it satisfied immediately. Look at a car dealership, you know, not too many cars in the lot. So right now it's doing the absolute best we possibly can, but like I said, we got a lot of inventory. We're doing more same days, next day deliveries than we've had in a long time. So it's rebounding. It's getting close. I'd say by October, November, you know, fingers crossed, we're back to those pre-COVID levels.
And quite honestly, from what I've seen, COVID levels for you are pre-COVID levels for other companies, your competitors. So, I mean, I think you're doing a great job, you know?
Yeah, you know, everybody in the home furnishing space had an unbelievable year last year. And in the home-related space, like the numbers you just brought up were just phenomenal, right? So, but you nailed it. You know, that won't, you know, let's fingers crossed it doesn't happen ever again, you know, to the downside or the upside. I love that normalcy comment you meant there. You know, we want normal levels of demand so that we can satisfy our customers properly, so we're not overworking our associates, you know, too hard, you know, and just you know, we're getting there, fingers crossed.
Where do we go from here? Expansion? Are we comfortable? What do you want to do?
Oh yeah. Okay. We're a big city family that wants to continue to grow our brand throughout Florida and beyond, and So, but like I said, we take very careful steps to grow properly and carefully because we know the market may turn.
Right.
And making sure, we've learned from those lessons of 2008 with the Great Recession and where that market, when that declined, it was just, it was unprecedented. I always joke I want to tattoo 2008 on my forehead, so I never forget, and I'm always prepared for the next recession because there's nothing worse than having to have layoffs in a family business, and that we really truly care about our people. So, but right now we're in growth mode. We're doing it very carefully. We're focused on Tampa, and then after that we'll see what happens.
And what does happen from here, Ray? Let me ask you this, probably a question you're going to hate. Let's say that my house is worth $500,000 right now as we sit here in May 2022. When I talk to you near Thanksgiving or Christmas of this year, what do you think? Where will I be?
It should be close to that. We've had already this year, January, February, March, we had 10% appreciation in the quarter, which was scary. Last month we had 2.5. All right, so it slowed down a little bit. Now as we get into summer, the big tell is going to be in August and September. Every year since I've been in real estate, 19 years, except for 2020 and 2021, we have a seasonality that at the end of the summer, because people move in the summer, people with children, they want to move in the summer. That's why spring and summer in most markets are very, very busy, unless you're in a retirement area like a Sarasota or a Ocala, where it's busier in the winter for the snowbirds. But when you look at that, we're going to have a slowdown, and a lot of people are going to freak out. The news stations will talk about the numbers dropping, and you'll see a lot of less people pulling the door for your place. It's just that's what happens every year, at least in housing. This year, because interest rates are at, let's just say, close to 5.5. Guys, this is the issue. When I bought my house, I bought at 8.25.
Yeah.
And my mom told me that was a great rate in 1997, right? Because in the 80s, she bought at 18%.
That's right. Yeah.
So I was just talking to Dallas, who's a great resource, and if we get to 5.5%, 6%, it's still cheap money. In 2008, we were still buying at 6.5%. So guys, we just know that when you have to move, you're going to buy a house. Okay. The alternative right now is renting. So because I am on one of the news stations every month talking about the real estate market, in January they had me on one of the stations and we talked about what 2022 would look like. I said, well, do me a favor. I don't mind talking about that because the facts are the facts. But can you bring somebody that knows about rentals and what's happened on the rent side of things? A 1-1 apartment downtown, year over year, 38.1% increase in rent. And just in general, in Orlando, 30% increase. So if your alternative is to rent versus buy, interest rates at 5.5 don't look too bad.
And let's be honest too, landlords are kicking out tenants left and right now because they want to sell their house because the market is up. You wouldn't believe how many people call my firm right now mad at their landlord. And a lot of times the lease is up and they can do it. It's not a very comfortable way to live.
Correct.
And again, the rates probably even go up a little bit more. Do you have a prediction quickly how high we go? I know you're not a mortgage guy, but
okay, yeah. So no crystal ball here because that's not my specialty. I would imagine, because like Dallas was telling me, we've got at least 2 more rate increases by the end of the year. But they're not proportionally. So whenever they raise the Fed rate, doesn't mean our interest rates jump right away. When they said they were going to do that earlier this year, the interest rate shot up. They hadn't even touched the interest rate because the Fed said that. And whenever the Fed says that, guess what? The stock market changes as well. Right. So I would imagine somewhere between, and again, it could be higher, 5.5% and 6%, which again is just cheap money, just in general. But people that are going to move here are going to buy, and they're going to move to, like you said, anywhere else in the country. That's good too.
Yeah, I'm still bullish on this Florida market for sure. Oh, Ray absolutely. Lopez, always a pleasure, buddy. Real estate agent extraordinaire. Your information, your insight is always great for this audience.
Thank you.
Andrew Koenig, great to meet you, man. CEO of City Furniture. How do we get you, by the way? I don't know. I mean,
I do what I'm told.
This is a good get for us. We're very happy to have you here. City Furniture, awesome place. We love shopping there. And the moving company, everything, it's really a one-stop shop for anyone who is buying or even selling real estate. It's pretty incredible. Thank you for being here. Most importantly, thank you for joining me today and every single Saturday. Any questions whatsoever, 407-205-0400. You want to get pre-approved, you want to buy a house, you want to buy furniture, all at that very same phone number. I'm attorney Justin Clark, and we'll see you for more You Have Real Estate next week right here on CBS.
Stealing the gold that's buried in the heat. Running to your own when your heart won't beat. Following in circles and cycles you don't know you're blind to. Heart in your soul when your heart won't beat.
I got it at City. Right now at City Furniture, we'll give you 60 months special financing with no down payment and free shipping. Why? So everyone can live like this.
Hi, my name is Dallas Lehman, president of UF Mortgage. There has been a lot of news lately regarding interest rates. The Federal Reserve has spoken recently and reported they are committed to raising rates for the rest of this year and into the next. Now for the good news. Rates are still extremely low. The National Association of Realtors reports consumers should bear in mind that mortgage rates are still historically low. The historic average on a 30-year fixed mortgage is 8%. As we speak, Freddie Mac is averaging rates in the 4s. 2022 can still be your best year to purchase your own home or refinance to a lower rate. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rising rental payments. Call today and let's get started. Your Under One Roof team is always here for you.
I'm here with Stephen Bader, the COO of IQ Power Solar. Steve, as you know, I went solar at my house with IQ Power Solar. Thank goodness that I did. There are a lot of door-knocking companies out there. There are a lot of these sales organizations that pretend to do solar. They are not IQ Power Solar. What separates you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an exciting industry and a lot of people are getting into it, and that's a good thing, right? For the most part. No one says, oh, I want to just put as many panels on the roof. That's not a good investment. We understand home energy, we understand how to get the best return on your investment, and we understand that at the end of the day, you're not buying a solar system. No one says, I can't wait to get up and look at my system. You're buying an outcome, so that's what we focus on. We focus on an outcome, a promise, someone to hold accountable for that promise, and you know, a 40-year commitment to it. So that's what we do.
Really what made us switch to solar was our electric bill was insane. It was $600–700 a month. What made me choose IQ Power was I had a bunch of people obviously come knock on my door, and I just went through and did some research on it. I liked that they were all under one contract. It wasn't multiple contractors. Everything was handled through the same individual, and they knocked everything out in a timely manner and really worked it out for us. They had the best warranties and guarantees in the business, and my wife really liked that. They were fantastic to work with.
Thank you for what you did for me and my family, Steve. IQ Power Solar. Do yourself a favor. Give IQ Power Solar a call today. You will not regret that decision.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Do you want to feature your home for free on our show? My name is Vivian Lehman with You Have Realty, and we've come up with a comprehensive marketing strategy to get your home sold quickly. Whether buying or selling, we have all the resources for your real estate transaction: builder, insurance, title, mortgage, and we might even know Justin Clark. All under one roof. Call us at 407-205-0400.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.